So one of the things that I've discovered over my career is that psychology is a very diverse profession. I mean, there are many different pathways that one can take.
Just about any aspect of psychology can free you to make a big impact on the world.
There's so many ways in which you can work as a psychologist to contribute to the improvement of community well-being.
Psychology can take you in all sorts of different directions, and often they're unanticipated. You don't know quite where you're going to end up.
I'd say the unique thing about it is that it's massively diverse, and that allows for massive opportunities.
Psychology for me is the method by which I seek to make a difference to people's lives. I entered psychology with a desire to do something useful, to make a difference. And psychology has been the pathway through which I feel I've been able to achieve that to some extent.
Well, psychologists can make a difference in a one-to-one sense, or they can work within communities to really bring that sort of depth of scientific understanding about how people work and how they work together to help communities to develop positively. So I've been particularly interested in tracking children's lives, the influences on their development, both healthy development and development of problems as they grow. And all the time we've been interested in trying to learn things that can actually be applied in practice, in schools, in policy making, and to try to draw out those connections.
My life as a psychologist involves primarily working in these two areas, working on climate change and environmental issues, and working on disasters. So when I come to work, my day is pretty much divided up into progressing projects in each of these areas. So that might involve writing submissions to government inquiries. At the moment, there's a green paper on a national food plan that the Australian Psychological Society are preparing a submission for. Or I might be training other psychologists to work with people who've been involved in a disaster like an extreme weather event, a cyclone in Queensland. And we train them in how to work with people who have been involved in the disaster.
The type of work I'm most passionate about is definitely helping people to deal with the difficulties in their lives and to become more fulfilled. In my current working life, because I've just finished from a full-time salaried position, I'm now setting up my own practice. And so I might see a client for anxiety or depression, the next client might be for performance in a sporting context, another client might be a CEO for executive coaching.
I love going to work and doing what I do, and I've done a whole range of things. In my current practice, I see clients, but I also love to teach. I teach paramedics how to deal with stress and trauma. I teach people about grief and also other people about developing a private practice. And that teaching is very important to me.
I've loved the work that I've done with longitudinal studies. It's like having a huge, great extended family, watching thousands of children's development over time and trying to understand the influences on that development and where the points are where we could intervene to make things better for children's lives. That has been very intriguing and rewarding. It's also very rewarding to see projects that you've initiated go on and blossom in ways that you never envisaged, but to get to be even bigger and better. So you contribute what you contribute yourself, but you also sow seeds which go on into the future.
In a disaster, when ordinary life and ordinary relationships between people have shifted so dramatically, it has the potential to bring out the absolute best in people, and that's a fascinating and amazing and heartfelt way of working together with people, and I think that's what draws me to working with people after disasters.
It's the meaningful outcome. I think all of us want to have work in our lives that provides us with a sense of meaning and purpose. And for me, helping others find their meaning and purpose in life is a very meaningful way of working.
As a psychologist, I know that if I choose to apply some of the skills that I know, I can make a difference. It might be one-on-one or it might be bigger systems picture, but we can do it.
If there was a message I'd give to psychology students, is that if you want to be a great psychologist, if you want to make a difference, if you want to develop the skills and knowledge to really work effectively as a practitioner, then you need to work hard from today. at every stage of your training. You need to spend time on focusing on your studies, on expanding your knowledge and developing those skills that will make you not just an okay practitioner, but an excellent psychologist, both for the benefit of the community and for the benefit of yourself.